Okay, these particular, especially the 5 days challenge. The reason being, most of my students, most of the people whom I have known, even in the corporate sector, they don't usually have a lot of time. Especially mental health does not get that much of importance. यार कहाँ कुछ हुआ है? Whenever we get fever, whenever we get a headache, that time we usually take a medicine. But for your mental stability, for your emotional stability, it is very difficult for us to give the priority as such. तो बहुत बार क्या हो जाता है, इग्नोर कर जाते हैं. बट इफ वी कीप ऑन ignoring for a very long time, then we have to face the consequences, and those consequences are very individual and personal at times, but they also somehow hinder our relationship with our loved ones who are around us. That's the reason these 5 days were very, very crucial, especially before the start of the new year. Of course, every day is special, every day is amazing. I will do it from Monday, I will do it from 1st, I will start from 1st of January. And you know exactly what I'm trying to say. We tend to procrastinate everything that we have decided upon. So the reason being this, so I said, you know what, let me just take this chance for the month of January, especially, and for the year 2026. How can we be more prepared? One of my very good friend, and she just asked me, and she said, I really want to get started in 2026 with many different things. I want to start reading, I want to start doing something for myself, I want to start this particular skill, I want to learn new language, but I just don't know where to start. And I really thank her for her questions like that. But honestly speaking, we want to do many things at a stretch of a time. I believe any change has to be started in tiny bits and pieces. Only then the change is possible. Without that, even for me, even for you, it is very, very difficult to make a complete U-turn. It takes a lot of time, unless and until the circumstances are like that. Therefore, this was the real reason I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and take up this challenge. Before going for these 5 days challenge, I had questioned minimum 500 of my known people to understand what is it that they are looking for. After that, I have come up with this particular, I wouldn't say syllabus, but this particular pattern so that it would help us out. So now, even though we all are here, and today is last day of the challenge. You have lasted 5 days. Isn't that amazing? You have given your mental health the priority that it needs. You have started putting some extra efforts for yourself, for your mental peace. Yes, many of you are married, many of you are professionals, many of you are mothers, many of you are just, working for yourself, extreme achievers as well. I really, really respect each one of you for joining with me and for being a part of this challenge, because each one of you, you have a different story to tell and a different outset. So I'm really beginning here, and I really want to ask one word that is on your mind at this real moment. One word, just one word. You can type it in the chat. I would really love it. Just one word. आज लास्ट डे है चैलेंज का, तो एक शब्द आपके जहन में आता है, वो कौन सा शब्द है? What is that one word that has come in your mind? Just share it, and it will be really amazing. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. Uh, Lovely. Thank you so much, Ambika. And it's really amazing. Peace, heal, beginning, lovely. Saili, thank you so much. Calm, yes. And these things are so important. What comes in our mind when we are going through, and we are going through it together. As I mentioned, thank you so much, Sanika. Relaxing. That's very nice. Just 20 minutes of our daily routine time थोड़ा सा हटके कुछ तो अलग कर रहे हैं, and that really helps uh, to create a difference and to make a difference. That one word, if we carry that one word forward to the next year, just imagine what we are carrying forward. Many of you are commerce background students as well, so it's like carry forward क्या कर रहे हो यार आप? What is it that you are carrying forward for the next year? You know exactly what I'm trying to say. What is it that you are carrying forward? And I love what you are carrying forward. It is me. It is my story. It is my life. Definitely. Thank you very much, Mahadev. You're learning emotion. I love that. Thanks a lot. This is very important for all of us. But I am not ugly. My story is not bad. Some things have happened to me. I am not entirely responsible. Yes, the decisions, the circumstances, the environment, they played a very crucial role and part in it. But I cannot be held responsible for everything that has happened. And many a times we are blamed, we are tagged upon. Uh, वी आर पिन पॉइंटेड एज वेल कि यार तेरी गलती है, सारी तेरी गलती है, तेरे को एडजस्ट नहीं करना आता, तेरे को समझता नहीं है, तेरे को बात करने की तमीज नहीं है, कुछ तो कर. We tend to have that. Please remember, these 5 days, it is nothing but a tiny mental shift for all of us to start fresh for 2026. It could be anything. It's not just a ritualistic thing that we are entering into the new year. It could start maybe right now at this moment. Even still, we are 11 days for the new year. It can start today. It can start at this very moment. With this particular note, I am entering into the day fifth of the challenge, which is very, very important. Why? Because it's the final day and the review of the entire week through as well. So let's move on. If you are ready, can you give me a thumbs? If you are ready, if with your permission, I can just go ahead. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Love it. Can't thank you enough. Yes, that's perfect. I'm just going to ask after some time. Probably I am planning to ask to have to able to see you all. Just if you are comfortable enough, I would love to have your videos on after some time. After some time. First, we will discuss about the day fifth of the challenge, and then we will move ahead. Okay, I am pretty much open for whatever you need to ask. Even if you have to ask in the middle of the session, I will be more than happy to really look into those questions. If you want to say something, if something really clicks on your mind, you can also just type it in the chat section. Let's move on with day 5 of our challenge, which is the final day as well. Excited yet a little bit, यार खत्म हो गया इतनी जल्दी, ऐसे भी होता है. You don't enter a new year with goals. You enter with identity. I repeat myself once again. And if you can repeat with me in your mind, or if you are comfortable, आसपास कोई नहीं है, अगर कोई है भी तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं यार, अच्छी ही बात बोल रहे हैं. If you can say this out loud, it's like you don't enter new year with goals. You enter with identity. And you all are entering with new identities. You are identifying yourself with not the tags, with not the events, with not the circumstances, with not the hurt, with not the pain, with not the suffering, but with your pure identity, which you have started creating and working on yourself for last 5 days. Ask yourself these three things. Three things, very, very important. And I really want these three things to get as deep as possible in your heart today. And I really, really believe And I'm really thankful that you are with me right now. Many of you are going to go ahead with the recording as well. But while you are here, please understand the intention here is of healing, of clearing, of cleansing, of loving. Please, what pattern must not repeat in me, in my life, in my lifestyle, in the behavior pattern that I have been living? What pattern must not repeat? Ask yourself. Well, ma'am, I'm not going to scream and shout. If I get angry, I'm not just going to beat my children up. Whatever the pattern is, I will not allow people to hurt me, to misuse me, take advantage of me. Please remember what pattern must not repeat. You know your pattern. Nobody else does. Nobody else does. And that's the reason try to churn yourself, shake yourself strong enough to ask what pattern you are not ready to repeat. So this is very important question. The second question, what strength did this year reveal? There is one pattern that I don't want to take it to 2026, but there is one strength that has kept me all year through. That is what one strength. This particular year, what is that one strength? And how would you like to reveal that strength? एक अशी कोणती गोष्ट आहे ज्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला ताकद मिळाली या पूर्ण वर्षभरामध्ये? What is it? Because of you, because of that, from January to December, you are able to go through. कोई तो ताकत थी ना? ताकत क्या थी? Madam, it was the willpower. Madam, it was more about the way my mother talked to me. Madam, it was more about the way my friends supported me. Madam, it was the way where maybe my spouse, maybe husband, maybe wife, my children, my parents, whoever that is, they have been my greatest support system. Reveal your strength for 2025, which you can take it for 2026. What do I want to feel more of in 2026? Now, we are talking about feelings, we are talking about emotions. What do I want to feel? If you ask me, I really, really would love to feel the joy. I'm really open to different avenues of life. What is it that you feel, that you would like to see, that you would like to take, that you want for 2026? It could be any decision, it could be any achievement. You know, last year, last year in the month of October, uh, I would even like to tell the date on 7th October to be more precise. I decided, I have been writing a book, but I want to publish this book. I really want to publish this book. Okay, what should be the date? On 7th of October 2024, I decided that my book will be published on 14th of Feb 2025. Decision. Declaring that decision to myself, writing it down and letting me know that, you know what, I have promised something to myself. What did you promise yesterday? That 24 hours promise, and that you kept that promise. Give a thought. Whenever you are comfortable, if you're not comfortable in a group, I would understand. I respect your privacy. But I would love to know. I would love to know. You can message me personally. You can let me know. You can talk to me. You know that I'm accessible for you. But I would love to know what was that promise? And what is it that you want to take ahead in 2026? You know what happens? People change years, not by changing circumstances, but by changing that's what we are doing, the emotional identity. The emotional identity they live from. Still, you're going to be in the same house. Still, you're going to be among the same people. There might be you are working in the same job profile. नॉट many थिंग्स मैडम, क्या ही होगा यार, तारीख बदल जाएगी, कैलेंडर बदल जाएगा, क्या ही चेंज होने वाला है। आई completely अंडरस्टैंड. Maybe the circumstances will remain, but I would like to work on your emotional state, your emotional identity. That's what we are working for. बात कैलेंडर की नहीं है, बात उसके आगे की है, और वही तो करना है. Because it's not just about for 2026. It's about throughout. It is a process. Whatever we have done in 5 days, we could have done in 1 day workshop. Definitely. But no, emotional stability, mental well-being does not come in once and for all. No, it cannot be. It is a process. It is a work in progress. That's the reason I'm here for till day 5. So, who am I choosing to be in 2026? I have to choose my choice, and I have to make wise choices as well. For that, four things. Four things. Emotional pattern I am leaving behind. This I have to tell myself. This is day number 5, the challenge for the last day. And that's the reason these four things are very, very important. Second, which I have mentioned earlier, strength I'm carrying forward. The strength that has kept me going till date, and I'm carrying it forward. Third, emotional identity that I want to create for 2026. And one word which you already have given. The fourth part of this challenge you have already given me. That is one word that you're going to take for 2026. These four things will really help you out. If you jot them down, if you write it in a very beautiful, decorative way, and you keep it handy every single day, it will just shift this amazing positive shift you will find in yourself. Madam, I always think negative. Hello. Even negative thinking is a part of your life. It's absolutely fine. But is that negative thinking deteriorating your mental health? Then that is a problem. Negative thinking is important for proper analysis as well. If every time you go to a doctor and the doctor says कुछ नहीं हुआ है तेरे को, there is a concern. You have to either change your doctor, or you need to understand if you are alive or not. Whenever I go to my family doctor, अगर कुछ दर्द होता है, if I let the doctor know, and you know what my doctor says? My doctor says very bluntly, दर्द होता है तो अच्छा है, that means you are alive. And I'm being very honest with you. आंखों में आंसू होते हैं, तकलीफ होती है, दर्द होता है, किसी ने कुछ तो बोला है तो बुरा लगता है, बहुत ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट होता है. I'll be very honest with you. You are human. Be happy. Trust me. But how much it is going to impact, that depends on you. That depends on you. Okay, now please remember, I enter 2026 emotionally grounded and emotionally prepared. I have to be humble, I have to be grounded, and I have to be ready to the surrendering mode as well. I surrender all my emotions. I make sure that I accept them however they are. And then with them, carrying the strength ahead of this whole year through, I'm entering into 2026. I hope I was able to connect to what I wanted to say, and what I wanted to relate with. And thank you so much for being such a lovely part of this beautiful challenge. I really believe many of my students, they ask me, Madam, getting angry. I'm just angry. अरे अच्छी बात है. गुस्सा आता है, अच्छी बात है, बुरा नहीं है. But how are you using that anger? How are you expressing that anger? That is important. डर लगता है. डर नहीं लगेगा तो हाथ में सांप लेके घूमोगे. आजकल हमारे एरिया में we have a lot of things. The cheetah is moving around, and it's like we go in front of cheetah. It's like, hi cheetah, how are you? Life chill है यार. everything is cool. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. डर होना चाहिए. Fear has to be there. All the emotions are very, very important. And that's the reason I am a strong believer that emotions are important for us to survive in our life. And here I am opening this entire session for questions, for comments, whatever it might be. Even if they are something that I can improve with, I will be more than happy. I'll be more than happy. I would love it if you come on camera, if you are comfortable. If you are not, I still respect. No worries about it. Okay, let's go ahead. Is the fifth day challenge clear? Everyone, fifth day challenge clear है सबको? Four questions you have to deal with. Fourth part you have already done. Only three parts are remaining. वो ही आपको करना है. Thank you very much. Really, really appreciate that. Yes, and I am open here because I had told you that today I'll be giving more time for question answer. Yes, I'm ready when you are. Thank you. And lovely question. How to balance between overconfidence and underconfidence? Okay, I'll try to make it as simplified as possible here. Overconfidence and underconfidence. If we want to have the balance with my overconfidence, am I hurting someone? Am I hurting somebody's sentiments? Am I using my overconfidence to demean someone? कुणाला तरी खाली खेचायला, कुणाची तरी खच्चीकरण करायला, कुणाचं तरी वाईट होण्यासाठी am I using that overconfidence? Hey, what is going on? Why are you like this? Why are you looking at me? Oh, why did you stare at me? Give a thought. Overconfidence. We are overconfident. Oh, why? I don't know. I'll just go in front of the truck and I'll stand. Overconfidence. क्या होता है? वो ट्रक वाले को पता होना चाहिए that he should apply the brake. Overconfidence. Underconfidence. I'll be very honest with you, Omkar. After my accident, I thought I'll never drive. Never drive. Because it was a very terrifying accident. I thought I'll never even touch my vehicle. But you know what? It was something that no, I cannot stop here like I really have to carry myself ahead. There was a great chance for me to get underconfident because of what has happened. Whatever has happened, the event that has happened, and whatever somebody had said, somebody has made me feel really, really low of my self-esteem, and I'm getting impacted by that, then it is underconfident. Having a proper balance, what is the purpose of my life? What is it that I really want to do with my life, with my courage, and with my confidence? That is the balance that you can find. I hope, dear, I could answer this. Omkar, let me know if you want a clarification. We can just go ahead with that as well. Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay. Honestly speaking, I do not believe in emotional suppression because that's the reason I ended up writing a book that you should never suppress your emotions. Of course. But I do not really give this करेज और एनकरेज पीपल कि यार वर्क प्लेस में जाओ और टूटो रो जाओ लाइक नहीं सर नहीं मैडम मेरे को अभी नहीं हो रहा है मुझे रोना है इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट व्हेन आवर मेंटल स्टेट इज बैलेंस्ड वी नो एग्जैक्टली वेयर एंड इन whom in front of whom I have to express my emotions because my emotions are precious. I cannot waste them just like that. That's very important because they're very precious to me. Why will I cry in front of someone if it's not going to do any good? I'm not saying that you have to use your tears for manipulation per se, but at the same time, emotional breakdown. If you are at a particular age, every one of you, especially my beautiful ladies, please remember, if you are at a particular age, you have extreme level of hormonal changes that are going on. With the food that we eat, with whatever is going on in our lives, we have extreme level of hormonal imbalances. And be watchful of that as well. That what is it? What phase of my life am I in? What is it that I have to do with me? Am I getting triggered just before few days of my cycle? Am I getting triggered during the cycle? You have to be aware of that. And that's how you can take care of it. Thank you very much. Lovely question. I really love that question. Okay. Okay. Whenever I start talking my thoughts out or express myself, I start crying. Very, very, very perfectly normal. And then I feel the other person won't bother listening to what I am actually saying. Now, the second part is what I am trying to really work upon. The first part, when I start talking, if I'm really talking with a client and the client has gone from a very bad phase and I'm talking with them and I'm just listening, I'm not even talking, even I start crying. Now, crying per se is not a weakness, but you should know why are you crying. नहीं, I start crying just because the person in front of me raised their voice. Is it like that? That means you are triggered by high volumes. I cannot tolerate people if I am driving the car and if I have a person sitting next to me and they speak in a loud tone, I cannot tolerate it. It's too much for me. And that's the reason I really ask them, yeah, it will be better if you can just calm down or if you don't talk. It's really important. You should know your triggers, yeah. You should know your triggers. You should know why it is making you cry. Is it the person? Then we'll have to work upon that. Is it the person? When you're talking about or talking with this particular person, you cry, then we have to understand that. Is it the time during the day? Is it in the evening when you are having the communication, you cry? Or is it at the workplace when you're communicating, you cry? Okay? And we will get into a personal talk after that because that I think those questions need to be answered before we get into the depths of it. This is just the generic clarity, but to get into the depths, we'll really have to communicate personally. Okay, we start a few things with lot of enthusiasm, perfectly fine, but after some time we either forget or things just drift apart. How do we ensure the long run implementation of the things? Three things I will tell. Prioritize, prioritize, and prioritize. If you have prioritized that particular thing in your life, no matter what it is, no matter even the tiniest bit of thing, कि कल से I will not going to consume tea for any particular reason. I'm not saying that tea is good or tea is bad for health. No, not at all. What I am trying to say, if you have decided something for you, if that has become your priority, then trust me, your mental peace is on the highest priority. Because if you are mentally stable, you can take care of the people around you, surrounding you, for sure. Thank you very much. And lovely, lovely, lovely questions. And I would like to see my people on the camera. जितने आ सकते हैं उतने. Of course, I love Ambika. Lovely to see you. And Chaitra, thank you for having the camera on. Ambika, thank you. Khyati, lovely. Thanks a lot. जितने जितने को पॉसिबल है अगर उन्होंने कैमरा ऑन कर दिया तो इट विल बी लवली हे दीप्ति लवली टू सी यू यार बाल बढ़ गए आपके अच्छी बात है बहुत लोगों को बहुत दिनों के बाद मिली हूँ लेकिन बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है तो ओवरऑल जस्ट you think anything like this? Hello, Lavina. Hello, Saili. Yes, Sanika. Good to see you here. Yes, every one of you. Do you think something like this really brings about a change? Even tiny, tiny stuff? If you feel कैमरा पे जितने हो अगर thumbs कर सकते हो बोल सकते हो तो you can just nod yes. Okay, tiny things. If you are comfortable like this, let me know and you can drop certain comments even in the group as well that what can we do for the new year as well. If we want to regularly meet maybe once in a week for 15 minutes, ज्यादा भी नहीं बोल रही हूँ मैं उतना तो वक्त निकाल पाते हैं हम अगर 15 मिनट हम हर हफ्ते मिलना चाहते हैं अगले साल से वो पॉसिबल होगा क्या वी ऑल विल डिसाइड अपॉन द टाइमिंग we will all decide upon the platform and then we can meet every week for 15 minutes to just check on each other, just to give each other that extra level of support. Yeah, I'm there now for you. We will talk, we will have that fun time. If you're comfortable about it, if you would like to go ahead with that, please let me know, and we will continue that support overall, even as a follow-up session. I would love to do that. Okay. At the same time, madam, can we have one more challenge like this in the new year? You let me know, and we will work upon it. And I will start working upon it right away once we finish this. That is also my word. Just you tell me what it should be, how it is, and how it is going to help you be a better version of yourself. Is that okay? And I would love that as well. Okay. At the same time, in these 5 days, if something has reflected in your mind that you know that, okay, there are certain things I have to deal with, you have my number. You know you can contact me. You know that we can have a conversation as well. Okay. So that is also been taken care. वो भी बात हम कर सकते हैं. Anything at all that we can work upon together. But I need to know the insights from you. I don't want to push anyone. As you know that we are 85 members in the WhatsApp group. Okay. And many of them, they are listening to the recording, and I love that. I completely understand that. But even I need to know what time is suitable for you, what topics are suitable for you, so that we can move ahead with it. Will that be okay? Will you all let me know what you are more comfortable with, and then we can connect in that order as well. Okay. Today I will be sharing the day 5 challenge in the group. At the same time, the recording as well I'll be sharing, and then you have the option to completely exit that group. We are going to share few of the mental health things, some few articles, uh, just tiny bit of things which will help us out. If you're comfortable, perfectly fine. With all due respect, you can also, after the day fifth challenge is completed, you can exit the group as well. Is that okay? That's with complete respect. Okay, there are few things I would just like to read it out. Okay, we start a few things with a lot. Okay, this is done. How to accept imperfections, how to define boundaries for ensuring. Okay, fine. Uh, Mahadev, we will talk about this. Mahadev, we will talk about this because we have started it together. आपण त्याबद्दल जरासा खोलात बोलूया. Is that okay, Mahadev? Okay, thanks. Okay. If I keep my point, then argument will happen. So I keep mum. Hmm. I do understand this pattern, and that's the reason I really talked about the confidence pattern. That I need to have overconfidence or I need to have underconfidence, which Omkar had asked the similar kind of a question. To be in the fear factor, and we tend to get numb completely. मेरे को बात ही नहीं करनी है because I don't want any conflicts. We are humans. We cannot agree with everyone at all the time. Trust me, there will be disagreements. But how to deal with the disagreements, that is our maturity. Maturity does not come with age. Maturity comes with experience. I repeat myself again. Maturity does not come with age. You will have a 65-year-old at home and will still be like, come on. In your mind, you'll look at them as like, grow up. And it is pretty natural for you to say because you are seeing the world in a different way, different manner. With all due respect to our elderly people, doesn't really mean that I'm disrespecting anyone. What I'm really trying to say here is, remember, maturity does not has to be tagged with any number or any age. Experience is crucial here. Love your emotions. Take care of your emotions because they are precious to you, because they are amazing to you, because you all are lovely people and your emotions are precious. And we are taking that gift in 2026. Please let me know what is it that you would like from me more, even for the YouTube channels, or even for your personal help, or even for the different challenges that we can do. And I'll be more than happy to be there for all of you. Okay. Thank you very much. And it has been a pleasure being with you all these 5 days. It was great learning for me personally as well. I have learned many things, and I've understood many things being with you all as well. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You can definitely connect to me, and we will definitely talk about it. I would love it if you can just drop maybe a tiny feedback as a part of a message in the WhatsApp group or in the गूगल के रिव्यूज पे भी अगर डाल दोगे if you are comfortable, again if you are comfortable, if not, that's absolutely fine. So these 5 days challenge, it was my beginning with you all to start challenging even my limits, challenging even my self belief. यार कर पाएंगे क्या? Will the people show up even for 15-20 minutes? Yes, but you have done, and you all have made this as a success. Lots of love, uh, lots of beautiful things that have happened. Okay, what's my one word? Honestly speaking, great learning, great learning. I have learned a lot. I mean, during these, especially last few months of this year, I, it was really churning me. It has made me learn many things which I thought I will never have to learn. I thought I'll never have to come on YouTube so much.